Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 639. I am your host, Matrix4212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott? What's up, Chris?
I hate the person that got me hitched to the damn herb Ritz.
Oh, was that Ritz Crackers? What's up, Ray?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we have, Chris?
All right, let's get into these articles. The first one is one that I'm very happy about. I think Scott's very happy about, too. Zombieland 2 is confirmed.
Oh, yes.
And we are getting it when? Let's see.
Soon.
Doesn't say when we're getting it, but it definitely says we are definitely getting a Zombieland 2.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's great stuff.
That is awesome stuff. Fans have spoken.
First one. I got it on DVD. I loved it so much, and that very rarely happens.
Well, that's a universe where Jesse Eisenberg can stay.
Yes.
So,
okay.
That's awesome stuff.
So next we have, apparently Liam Neeson is in a movie called A Monster Calls. The teaser trailer was just released.
Isn't that what's the name's movie? Patrick Ness from Class. That's his book, I think, right?
Possibly.
Might be.
It says Liam Neeson. He's giving his tough guy alter ego a rest and lending his vocals to the part of the monster in Children's Tale, A Monster Calls. Directed by J.
Oh, I'm thinking of something else. Oops.
What?
There you go.
I'm thinking of the George Clooney movie.
Yeah. So this seems pretty cool. Anything Liam Neeson's in, I'm usually interested in.
Yeah, I like he's taken the one.
His first one was good. His second one, it started getting old. And by the third one, it's like I was thinking the daughter needs to pretty much get trained.
He was like Die Hard with a wife, though, weren't it?
So that movie, we don't know is that movie the book by
I didn't see it in the article, but I may have missed it.
Okay. I thought that was Patrick Ness, but
Might have to research it.
yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Cool.
Patrick Ness, yes. All right, I got to watch the trailer. I didn't even see the trailer. Okay, so it's got a good cast, right? Liam Neeson, Sigourney Weaver, Felicity Jones. Wow.
I think I saw the trailer, but I got to go back and watch it. I was thinking the George Clooney movie.
Okay. Liam Neeson's the monster, huh? Wow. That's cool, man.
Won't be the first time he played a monster on screen.
And it won't be the first time Sigourney Weaver is after a monster.
Speaking of that, I'm glad you gave me the opening, Ray, because I did want to have an opening to talk about this. Why can't Emma Watson play Newt?
Because Newt's dead.
Well, not according to Neil Blomkamp, who said that Alien 3...
Neil Blomkamp's out of a job.
Well, if he wasn't, Newt would be all grown up, possibly, and they're older. So Emma Watson could technically be Newt.
I don't think that
take
would work.
over the franchise, possibly.
If they woke up out of hypersleep, though, that wouldn't work, though.
Well, maybe something was wrong with hypersleep. But they
Like with the original Planet of the Apes.
I mean,
they could say that they got home and this is years later, but, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I wouldn't be against it or anything, but No, you know what? I would like to see that. No, yeah, I'd like to see it.
okay. We need Emma Watson. I was just thinking about that the other day. I'm like, Emma Watson would be perfect to take over the Alien franchise from that point.
Let me explain to you the thought process I just had there, right? At first I was like, nah, but then I was like, I remembered Alien 3, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They should come back.
So,
and she could actually have memories, a little bit more memories, filling out what happened, but we didn't see in the...
Right. Definitely. Please,
Yeah.
someone listen to us. I mean, I think they listen to us a lot. So on this one occasion, I really want them to listen to us. Emma Watson as Newt for Alien 678. Maybe, I don't know. Something
Mhm.
take over for the next generation, please. Thank you. So,
I'd be for that. That would be awesome to see.
yes.
That would actually.
Okay, Chris, what's the next article?
So for you Star Trek fans out there, we have some more information on Star Trek Beyond's villain,
Okay.
portrayed by Idris Elba, who's obviously one of the greatest actors ever, in my opinion. Idris Elba is playing Crawl. Wow,
Oh.
Crawl. That's creative. Who has a quote-unquote well-earned hatred of the Federation. Idris
Oh,
W. I play Crawl. This man, it's not a man. Okay, this man with a definite purpose. I say a man, but right here. I say a man, but he's not a man, or is he? He added, what's interesting about him is that he has a real beef. He has a real beef with what the Enterprise stands for. Crawl's character has a deep-seated hatred, or deep-steeped hatred, for the Federation. Has a well-earned hatred for the Federation, and it is quite political.
ooh.
Why? Because he doesn't want them to expand their scope and grow and take over galaxies in a peaceful way.
There's more to what he says.
Okay.
Crawl is predatory. He's not one for big speeches. He is one for going to get what he wants. If that means he having to do it himself outside of his army, he is not afraid to do that.
So he's against his people because he's against the Federation.
Crawl's got an army, apparently.
He's a bit of a rebel.
Okay. But what we still don't know what the main thing is. So.
This is a rebellion, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
let me guess. Did Starfleet kind of like steal their natural resources or something, and we didn't know about it? Now they're pissed off.
Well, you know what he's pissed off about? He's going to show up in the movie and be like, you said he wasn't Khan!
That's why he's holding the one guy up like this.
Oh my God. Don't they do that in every Star Trek movie with Abrams? Poor Kirk gets choked out by, what, Nero and then Khan? And
Well, look at the series. Kirk's shirt generally got torn whenever he got into a fight. Woman slaps him. Oh, my shirt needs to get torn.
all right. So all we know is he gets choked out again, Kirk. He's not going to be able to turn his neck pretty soon. Go ahead. What we got next?
All right, so this next article is pretty interesting, and I have to, thank you, Peter Mayhew, for showing us the original draft of Star Wars and clarifying that Han Solo shot first. And now we have this, which I think is pretty interesting. But I have to say, I'm glad that this did not happen. Peter Mayhew has an early script that he's been showing for New Hope, and it says here that Chewbacca actor's latest revelation is that Obi-Wan was originally going to survive his battle with Darth Vader.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And when you really think about this, had he survived his battle with Darth Vader, that would have radically changed Episode 5.
Oh.
When you really think about it, because it was because Obi-Wan died that I believe he sent Luke to train with Yoda. Now, is it possible that Luke still would have trained with Yoda? Yeah, he may have told them, we're going to go to Dagobah. But, maybe Vader would have been more focused on going after Obi-Wan, because it was because Obi-Wan's spirit was able to talk to Luke that Luke was able to destroy the first Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
So this could have been a radically
and
different.
tell him to destroy the first Death Star.
He wouldn't have died. So he wouldn't be. How would he be able to destroy the Death Star?
Exactly. So this would have been a radically different movie, and maybe Alderaan would have been destroyed if Luke wasn't able to. If Luke wasn't able to destroy the Death Star, they possibly would have destroyed the rebellion.
Well, in one of the universes of the multiverse, somebody has that movie in that version.
Yes, and that movie
I'll
sucked.
go look for it here
Probably.
tomorrow.
And then Star Wars never took off and it bombed.
The Matrix Lord, Scott, Ray, and Chris of that universe are currently talking about My Little Pony, and they have nothing else to talk about.
Right.
They're talking about Star Trek, Batman, Superman, where J.J. Abrams never directed.
Well, just think the ramifications of Star Wars failing. Then you probably wouldn't have had Star Trek. Then maybe no space movies. Maybe they would have not take a chance on space movies and do, crazy other movies.
There wouldn't be any prequels.
What would have happened to Doctor Who in that universe?
I think.
Well, Doctor Who would have still been around.
Yeah, Doctor Who would have always been around.
Doctor Who would have been the most popular thing ever, and it would probably have movies.
And those would be the movies that people would be spending the money to see.
Maybe there would be no Star Trek The Next Generation.
And maybe Russell T. Davies might have stayed in that universe.
Well, let's be honest, right? Let's think about this. What are the first two things you think of when somebody says science fiction?
Doctor Who and
Star Trek.
Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Because like I said, I started with Star Trek and migrated to Doctor Who when I switched on expecting to watch
Just think in another universe.
X-Files.
Hold on, right. In another universe, Richard Pryor, was it Richard? No, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Been in Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. Eddie Murphy was originally supposed to be in Star Trek 4 instead of the girl.
Wow.
So, I would have been, and, Superman 3 would have probably been Brainiac.
Yeah.
And then Superman 4 would have been Bizarro. And maybe we would have had more Indiana Jones movies.
Man, I need to find my little slider thing.
Maybe we would have had more Indiana Jones movies because Star Wars wouldn't have took off.
Yeah, but would Harrison Ford play Indy?
Ooh.
Because it was because of Star Wars that they picked him, apparently.
Oh.
So somebody else might have been playing Indiana Jones, and it might not have been as popular.
Could have been Kurt Russell.
And then maybe in that universe also, Bruce Willis wouldn't be doing
The biggest
Die Hard.
thing in that universe is Stargate?
No, it might be X-Files.
We got to go to that universe and save those people.
Yeah.
The only good thing about going to universe is to be able to take the DVD with you and then play it here. Like, oh my God, Back to the Future 4, 5, and 6. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Jaws 1000.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That would be the only cool thing. Then you could freak people out.
I wonder how
That would be the only way to prove that time travel exists is you actually bring the effing movie with you.
Yes.
For like 10, 20 years, and they're like, there's no way you could fake
and in that universe, Negan would be allowed to swear in The Walking Dead.
There's one universe right now where people are going, I can't believe Glenn's dead. Every other universe is like, you bastards. How do you like?
Yeah, man.
Pardon my language.
Probably in that universe, because he got choked on with by a pizza.
Yeah.
You killed Red, you bastards.
Yeah, South Park window took off, and then.
Just imagine if it's a funny thing, but just imagine if like somebody did Bernstein Bears. Mess around if somebody messed around in the past, and like Cannonball Run 3, 4, 5.
Oh God.
Smoking a Bandit 3 would be with Burt Reynolds, and not with that race car driver. Richard.
Think about this. This really blows your mind, right? There is a universe somewhere. If the theory of the multiverse is correct,
right?
There is a universe where the Doctor is doing a podcast about us.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like with a TV show.
Yes.
That'd be interesting.
And he is complaining about our lives as we speak.
Maybe.
But there's a theory also that we're plugged into the Matrix, isn't there?
There is.
Or that the superheroes exist.
Yeah.
And they just,
There's also a theory
and they read comic books of ordinary people.
Ordinary people.
There's also a theory that all of the universe is actually being like basically drawn on a giant fabric, and we're just part of it.
Like they did with the Fantastic Four comic.
Yeah.
Well, God, just a writer. Just like that.
That's why the universe where The Walking Dead is actually a real thing.
It's funny to me how Secret Wars, the new one, they made it that universes bump into each other and everything, and all of a sudden they're talking about it. Oh yeah, that happens. It's real. And I was like, what?
Just
That
like
just
in every-
happened last week. Oh, it did? How the hell do you know that? Like literally.
Could you imagine calling your boss and being like, "Hey Jim, I can't come into work today. Universe 1287B is about to crash into us, and I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Right.
I'll hopefully see you on Sunday if that still exists."
Or there could be listen, there could be a universe where there was never a space explosion by like Challenger or anything, and then our space program is so damn advanced at this stage it's like Star Trek.
Well, think about this. Back in the past, back when the 60s, when Kennedy made his comment, what if we never ceased the space
He got sent to another universe already.
exploration? So actually, yeah, and Kennedy didn't die.
There's a universe probably where America's getting won by a previous president still.
Yeah,
Somewhere I rule the world. Some universe.
some universe. Yeah.
Hopefully I'm good, but then there's probably one where I'm not good.
Or there's some universe where the purge is actually a real thing.
Probably.
You know, it was an interesting book. I never got to read it, but somebody told me about it. There was a novel about an alternate universe where the Confederate States of America won the Civil War,
Mm.
and it was what would America be like now
Right.
had the Union lost.
Right.
It sounded really interesting.
That does.
Well, apparently when we dream of an alternate universe, don't we? It's not
We just
actually
take a trip in there.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, what's this? Oh, and you wake up.
Hey, look at it this way. Back during the time of Nero and them, they actually thought that was a different time because anytime an animal walked into the city, it's supposed to foresee destruction. So
Mm. And we just show just went totally infiltrated.
Yeah.
But actually, it didn't, because we have this was actually all a segue into our next article.
There you go.
right.
Perfect.
This was all scripted.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like WWE. It makes sense.
Only better. No.
I'm sorry, Vince. I had to do it. But
We've known it for years, Vince. Don't worry.
yeah, this is an interesting article, and I would love to see this happen.
Okay.
Tom Hiddleston said that he wants to see Loki battle Doctor Strange.
How freaking awesome would that be?
Oh, yes.
And it's the reason it's a great segue from what we were talking about into this is because Doctor Strange in this universe is not magic.
That's
He
true.
bends the fabric of the universe.
And he's strong.
Yes.
That'll be awesome.
I gotta say, picking
Yes.
a winner here, I'm going with
Yes.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I had to
All
too.
day long.
I'm sorry. Strange is my man.
That's it, man.
Not because I got his beard.
I just think that Strange could outwit Loki at some point. It'd be
What about-
difficult.
What about a Doctor Strange and Darth Vader?
Mm.
I gotta go with Strange again.
I don't even want to comment on that one. I don't know. That's crazy.
It's like, yeah.
I mean, thank God. I mean, Stan Lee wanted to merge that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, thank God they didn't, because that would be ridiculous. I don't want to ever see Earth in Star Wars movie, like ever.
That would just ruin the idea for
That
me.
would be because I don't want to have a thing where they don't have a long time to go anymore because it's like present time.
Yeah.
You know, that would be like, oh. As it is, I wasn't really crazy about them putting E.T. in the prequels because that would kind of link that with Earth, that they went to Earth.
Well, that was just supposed to be an Easter egg. Like,
Right.
no one was supposed to take that seriously.
All right.
It's like R2-D2 showing up in Star Trek. Like,
Right.
They weren't trying to make anything big about it.
Okay. Gotcha.
In a previous universe, they will be.
You know, honestly, at one point in time, there was supposed to be more Back to the Future movies. Regardless, see, you can't ever really believe people because, like, George Lucas was like, Han shot first. We know he didn't. Like, we know Han didn't shoot first. We knew Han shot first.
Yeah.
But Back to the Future, like, I remember they started this whole promotional thing where he was like, I think it was Spin City, and he did the commercial with the DeLorean. They were getting all ready. Like, in the moment they found out he had that, or when it was revealed, he wasn't going to do any of that stuff. But had he not had that, I'm sure.
In an alternate universe.
I'm sure that they would have. No. I mean, it's sad. I'm not saying like, I want him to be cured just to do. That's terrible. I don't want him to have Parkinson's anyway because he's an amazing actor. Nobody should have that. I know people that suffer with that, and God, it's terrible. But you think about all these things that they had. I mean, I think they actually had plans to expand upon Buford. Was it Buford Tannen? Or is that what it was?
Tannen?
But the West one, Buford,
Yeah.
Tannen. Because if they left it the way it is, then he's in jail and he never has kids, and then there's no Biff. So he can't be in jail because that kind of alters the whole damn timeline. Because he has to have a maid to have kids and all that other stuff, and with him in jail, that never happened in the original timeline. So
They also talked about in this one segment that maybe Doc Brown had actually a death wish, because if you look at everything that he's doing, from probably trying to actually commit suicide.
no, you look at it that way? I don't look at it like that.
No, I don't. But I mean, somebody just took
They had
that.
these crazy theories, and they had the stupid 9/11 thing, and that was just that was not true at all. That was just a fluke. You could find anything and anything if you really were looking. But I honestly thought that they would, just like the ride, they were going to go to the dinosaur time or different time periods. That would have been really cool if they would have did that.
Yeah, like Bill and Ted done.
Bill and Ted, I wish there would have been more. But they're going to have a new one now.
Yeah, I think it's a little too late for it in a way. They still done it early on.
They're older now. Bill and Ted 3.
What? I'm not being rude. It's like I know it's out there, but it's like Dumb and Dumber. They still done the second one straight after.
Look at Warren Beatty. He wants to do Dick Tracy 2.
Oh.
And he wants to star in it. I'm like, damn. Like, is he fit? And he's ready to go? Like, does he look the same?
Well, you got to remember when Dick Tracy was written, only thing they used was primary colors. So you're going to get
But how old was he when they did that?
Oh, that was what, 90s?
But he wants to. Like, I heard he would star in it as Dick Tracy.
Hang on, Scott's gonna have a quick look.
What is he, like 70?
Yeah, Scott's gonna have a quick look.
How old is he? He's like 70s, right? Warren Beatty, Chris.
I'm not sure.
All right.
Let me see.
Here we go. Warren Beatty.
I mean, listen, if he could do it, because he said if Harrison Ford could be Han Solo and Indiana Jones, I could definitely be Dick Tracy. And I'm like, oh, all right. Go, man.
I'm not being rude. Sly Stallone does it for Rocky.
He was born in 37.
Hang on. What's that, Scott?
Listen, God bless you, man.
He was born in 37.
I'll go see it. Special effects that make him run. All right, whatever.
So he's what?
Yeah, and Dick Tracy was done in 90.
Okay, 79 now, probably. 79, 80.
All right, well, listen, everything has changed because back in the 80s when you were 60, that was old. Now, 70's not old.
No.
So why not? All right, go for it. Dick Tracy 2, you got my money. Let's go.
And think about it. We got the Apple Watch, so...
Yeah. How messed up is that, right? You can start talking to that. Everybody has that now.
We're in an alternate universe. It's
Well,
probably
they're like cell phones, like the
Yeah.
Kirk, and everything is like Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, the opening doors, the escalators, everything. It's like ridiculous. So it's funny. All right,
Talking cars from Kit.
autopilot cars. Driving themselves.
Well, I'm not even real. That's starting to become a real thing now, isn't it?
So now I can actually play my temple run where my car drives me someplace. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, in an alternate universe, they're probably already going on to the next new thing, then they.
Yeah.
It's already got all that stuff. They've
All
already
right. So
a
yeah,
good line card.
I'm all for a Dick Tracy 2. I'm all for Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic World 2. I guess we're gonna have Creed.
See his take on the chaos theory in 2, because he can actually say, "I told you so."
Yeah. What other movies could they bring back? Battlestar Galactica should be in the movies.
Yeah.
They're bringing that back, but they're using. I think they're going with the original 70s version.
But they should bring it in the movies.
Yeah, it's going to be coming to the big screen, but they're going to be using that 70s, that 79.
Well, Quantum Leap got to be done.
Quantum Leap, I would love that.
Yes.
In a movie theater, I would rather see it though. This time, special effects can be amazing.
That I could actually see them doing as an IMAX, because just to see that whole.
Tell me nobody would. I would love to see Scott Bakula. Wait, Gene Stockwell's still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Definitely. Without a doubt. If you think about it, wait a minute. No, wait. I got something to say. If you think about it, that person, the evil leaper thing, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one that talked to the evil leaper was kind of like Missy.
Yeah.
If you think about it. Go back and look from Quantum Leap. The lady that was like her owl. That was kind of like Missy.
Yeah.
If you think about it. You know what? Now that I said that, everybody take a look about that. The evil leaper and her, the one that was, communicating with her. That was probably like Missy. I for some reason, it just came to me like that. Moffat probably watched that stuff and,
Yeah.
he takes stuff from everything. So, we'll see.
And he likes copying off of his partners.
He copies off himself.
As well.
Yeah. So.
That'll never get old, will it?
Bonanza could even be a good.
So someone said that he has no. We were talking about the class thing, right? They were saying that he's just there. He's not. He doesn't have any influence whatsoever over class. Like he can't say, "Hey, by the way, make that person a doctor." Come on. You mean to tell me that he's not going to say, put something in there? He's going to get paid all that money. He's just going to be there. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
They're going to make Patrick Ness completely 100% him without any Moffat adding any sugar and spice to that.
I'm not being with
probably 25 to 30% input to that thing.
I'm not being with Moffat. It's not going to just sit on his ass and do jack
Moffat's definitely putting something in those scripts.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. There's no way that he's going to be like, okay, yeah, we could do that. No way.
No.
No way. If there was a doctor in there, he put them in there.
Yeah, and
I don't care what anybody says. It's called common sense. He's not going to be paid the big bucks just producing it and giving input. He's going to put something in there of his own.
Why if I'm Catherine Kelly's actually playing Lucy Saxon's daughter?
She could be playing the doctor or would not, but I'm telling you, he put something in there. There's no way. How could he accept that, first of all? Just going to stand there and say, oh, yeah, this is what we're doing, Doctor. No way. No way. This is reality, okay? This is reality. He is definitely doing something that he's going to ask me. Yes, me. Or you're gonna know. You're gonna know that he put something.
See it.
I'm sorry.
Whether
you're not going to pay him. You're not going to not say anything. You're not. It's not believable that the BBC would waste money like that. He's going to have a say with something.
Yeah.
He's going to create something in there. So
he stepped down from Doctor Who for a reason.
Listen, for the people who think he has no say, I wouldn't jump to that conclusion. Honestly, don't think that they're going to pay him to just stand there. And he's definitely not going to just let him do his. He's going to do something with it. He is a part of it more than people.
He went into class with full feet, and there's something that we'll see.
Oh yeah, we'll see something come from that.
Well, you'll soon know it's a Moffat episode because the first two are going to be probably brilliant, and then it's going to go downhill.
At some point in time, he's going to put something in there that he's going to have to come back to Doctor Who to fix because then nobody's going to be able to do it. That's going to be his like the Meta-Crisis Doctor. That's going to be his opening to come back in Doctor Who. He's going to have to. I'm telling you, there's no way. And listen. I'm not trying to make Moffat like he's a villain or anything. Because he does love Doctor Who, okay? But there's no way he's just going to give it up altogether. I couldn't. He's
got about 20 to 23% input inside.
Even if he left Doctor Who, he's going to write for it or he's going to do something with it. Or you're going to find that he's in charge of the movies. And then he's definitely in a bigger position. So there's no way I feel that Moffat is going to escape or leave Doctor Who totally 100%. There is no way. He will be in charge of the major motion pictures of Doctor Who and more or whatever. I'm telling you it's going to be that way. What do you think, Chris?
I agree. I don't think he has no say in it. I'd be very surprised if someone came out to me and said Moffat has no control over some aspect of the show or even in a small influence.
Promised the first movie that ever came out. The first two.
I don't know.
It's common sense. It's a common sense thing.
Honestly, I don't think Doctor Who should have a spin-off right now. I don't think the show is strong enough right now to have a spin-off.
You can't have a spin-off if the show doesn't have any episodes.
Yeah.
It's like the only reason they did the spin-off is because they know that it's not going to be on the air. So they had to put something related to it.
Well, that and I don't think Doctor Who has been a very strong show lately. I agree. In the past, if you want, when there were the spin-offs, Torchwood and
the ratings were high, and
the Sarah Jane Adventures, that made sense. The show was doing fantastically, but now it's kind of like the show's kind of just dragging along. It needs to reestablish itself and become a better show. Then you can worry about spin-offs. But I'm not sold on this idea yet.
Yeah. They got to do something with the show to make it more accessible.
Set it up to where the companion is not solely responsible for this little tweak or that little tweak. They need to go. They have to go back to being. I'm not to say the wallflower, but they need to go back.
How about
Doctor, why?
No, but how about they do this? How about they do this? They do something where the whole future's completely changed, and he has no idea what's going to happen. He doesn't know a fixed point from a friggin' state of flux because he's just blind in that sense to see what the hell this is and what created this future because nothing adds up to it now.
Mm-hmm. Because I think we're all fed up that the companion is basically on a mission where she thinks that she's the Doctor and she can do anything she wants.
Yeah, that's done. That's got to be done.
When you overblow your companion that way, you basically shut the door to the connection between the audience and the Doctor.
Right.
Yeah, that's what happened.
No matter how hard they try, we cannot relate to the Doctor that way. It doesn't.
And we don't know what relationship they have.
Right.
You have Clara and the Doctor talking. You don't see what they talk about, and it's like you're led to believe are they in love with each other or something? That he would live 4.5 billion years to save her. I mean, that he's just not saying anything. I mean, it's like ridiculous.
And I mean, Evan Sent was the only good one in only two partner with Harter. Was like the only 3 decent ones of the whole series.
Yeah.
And the rest kind of let it down.
Yeah. All right, so this is going to be it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. So have a great night, guys. Take care. Bye for now.